Let's do this. Okay, so first things first, right? Are you struggling having time in your business or having time to do the things that you really need to be doing to get more results in your business on a daily basis? I'm going to be sharing with you the things that I learned that helped me out. The news for you is that it's not about the task list, it's not about the to-do list. I'm sure you probably did that and tried that, and you did that several times and probably it didn't work. So today we're going to try something very different. If it is your first time here, welcome to the show. This is Andy Achuga coming live to you from andyachuga.com, and this is where I show you how to place your business online, generate more leads, close more sales. If you're not closing 3 out of 10, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. If you're like parent, have a family, and you do quite a few things, you and I know that time is not, sometimes it feels like time is not your best friend. Like, where did 24 hours go? And you're thinking, oh my goodness, I still have a lot of things to attack on my list and I'm not anywhere near close. If you've tried to-do lists are great. The issue with to-do lists is that you're going to have a long list of things to complete. And one of the things I realized to-do list was doing to me is that to-do list was getting me a bit worked out, right? I was all over you become like a wavering energy. You've got a whole bunch of things to do and you never get them done. And in the same time, the biggest problem is while I'm doing that, while I'm beating myself up, while I'm still hitting about 20-30% of what's on my to-do list, right? I am actually not getting a lot of results. The first thing you need to start doing, right, is to create a daily method of operation. And a daily method of operation, I'm sure if you've not heard of it, a system you follow to run your business every day when you get up. And that's a daily method of operation. Now, this works particularly if you have a family, right? And I've got 2 kids, right? And so most of the times I have to work around my family. The daily method of operation actually helped me. I found that exactly what to do because there was a system. But then once you can get that, sometimes it tweaks, sometimes it changes. You got to tweak, you got to change, you got to sort of like do a whole bunch of things to it. And it's okay. It's all part of life. That's the number one thing you need to do. Sit down and then figure out what are the most essential things I need to do in my business. Once you can understand that these are the core main elements I need to get done in my business, what tends to do is that when you wake up, you know what your core main elements are. You can make a list of the things that you need to do in your business. Sometimes it could be 3 things. Sometimes it could be just 1. When you do that one thing, everything else you fall in place. You wake up and you just do that. And out of that one thing, you might have other things you need to do to make that one thing happen. Number 2 thing is you need to set priorities. Priorities in our business are a bit different. What are the things that I will do today to get paid? What are the things that I need to do in my business right now that when I do it, everything else will fall in place? What is that one thing when I do, everything else will fall in place? And for me, what I decided doing is I wrote down the things that will get me paid, right? The things that will get me paid. Example, one of them is prospecting. Now, another one is marketing. Another one is doing sales, like doing presentation and closing sales. So if you're not closing enough sales, chances are you're not going to have a lot of people coming into your business or a lot of people buying what you have to sell, right? Or what you're promoting. So you got to be promoting, you got to be selling. So those are some of the things that you can start thinking along the lines of what to do. Now, when you do those things, you would realize that everything else is like secondary. Because at the end of the day, everything else follows up onto that one. So once you can set up priorities, like some people say keep it at 1, and you find that if you do just one thing, sometimes a lot of things will be connected to that one thing you need to do, right? So sit down, make a list. It shouldn't be a long list. Like make a list out of everything else you need to do. Whatever you need to do in your business, you just make a list on it. If it's 10, 20 things, 50 things you do every day, you write it on one sheet and you split that sheet into 2, right? And on the other side of the sheet, you need to look at all the things you've written down and figure out which ones are most absolutely essential to do right now to get paid, right? What do I need to do right now to close some sales? What do I need to do right now to get more business? What do I need to do right now to reach more people? This is what I need to do. And then you can take those things and put it on the right side of your sheet, right? So don't go overboard. Keep it to a minimum. This is how a lot of people get to work a few hours a day and they get a lot more results because they're focusing on things that are generating income. Figure out absolutely essentially, what do I need to do today to get more business? What do I need to do today to get more sales? What do I need to do today right now that when I do, I don't have to do all the other 25,000 things I have on my list, right? Or most of them would be done. So that's what you focus on. That's where it is, guys. I thought I'll share this with you because it has actually absolutely helped me a lot. And once you can get your head around that, trust me, this thing becomes easier than it is. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't visited my blog yet, it's andyachuga.com, right? You can find a lot of free resources of what I'm actually learning from very, very amazing people that is helping my business grow every day. On a daily basis, I share them with you. You can go to my blog, andyachuga.com. We've also got a free Facebook group. Now that link is going to be in the description up and you look in the video. If you're watching the replay, it's going to be in the description below. If you're watching on YouTube, it's going to be down as well. You click on that, it will take you to a Facebook group. It's a free Facebook group. It's all about sales and branding. What we're learning that is helping us to generate more sales, close more sales in our business online today. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I do love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the guys who shared.